Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Let's Talk 3.0. Tonight, our guests, who are some of the most brilliant minds, will help us shed the light on some of the hottest topics, including crypto, blockchain, metaverse, and Web3. With us now, our guest, Maria Vovchok, who is a very passionate tech journalist and the ambassador of Finoverse, which is one of the world's largest and most active fintech and Web3 communities, and the ambassador of Blockchain Association of Ukraine. Welcome, Maria, and thank you for joining us here today at Let's Talk 3.0.
Thank you so much, Baha, and thank you for this introduction. And thank you for really pronouncing my name really well.
You're welcome. So, Maria, to kick it off, as you said, in your own words as a journalist, can you tell us what exactly is blockchain technology?
Well, blockchain technology, there are plenty of explanations. There can be very techy. They can be more let's say in layman terms. But for everyone to understand it, it's like distributed ledger technology, but it's like a table, which is immutable, which has all the information there is transparent, it's efficient, you can trace it, and at the same time, it's very secure with the help of cryptography. So it's like a table where you can store information, including financial transactions and everything. And at the same time, you can be sure that this information cannot be tampered, cannot be altered, cannot be breached. Hopefully, when your blockchain is safe. So in other words, for everyone to realize, they also say it it's the new internet. So this is the new way how this information can be stored, and in that case, securely stored, which later on you can use for your needs.
And as somebody who have been in the industry for around 6 years, specifically the past 6 years.
No. 5 years. So far, 5 years.
Okay. 5 years.
Soon it will be 6 years. Soon it will be 6 years, yeah.
Soon. All right. So as someone who's been in the industry for 5 years, let's say, all right, from your perspective, how will this blockchain technology change the world we live in right now?
So I'll tell you what I actually observing over this couple of years that, and it's really interesting actually to get deeper and find out how it was changing at the beginning. So if I would tell you frankly, what I remember in 2018, even 2019, apart from use case for financial transaction and gaming, for example, a lot of businesses, they were saying, oh, this will be the only use cases. Businesses, they're actually either they're entering or they're building themselves, or they're actually they're transferring from so-called Web 2.0 reality to Web 3. So it means that they're actually using blockchain technology. Whether in the past it was seemed like not exactly what you exactly need right now, but we can see that how in this case, really, as I mentioned earlier, you can store your data, you can track your transaction, you can make sure that everything what your businesses need, to preserve data, to do the transaction, to trace it and everything, to secure the data, everything, all of these aspects can be secured with the help of blockchain technology. So what I see, not only, of course, businesses are coming, despite the recent FTX collapses, everybody knows, which kind of undermined for some institutional investors, kind of undermined the trust in crypto and blockchain in general. But here's a very important thing to differentiate between the two, because crypto is only one of the use cases of blockchain technology. But nevertheless, still more businesses are becoming Web 3.0. And second of all, as we can see, government is using this more. And additionally, institutional investors are entering this more. So it's not exactly, and I'm really satisfied, and I'm really happy that this is going in the right direction.
Tell us from your perspective as well, how is the UAE excelling in this area, and how come it is being a hub now for all those hot rising topics such as metaverse, blockchain, Web3?
Oh, I can tell you definitely that UAE, for a lot of reasons, is definitely the hub, and specifically Dubai is the blockchain hub, as they call it, or I would even call it right now a metaverse / Web3 hub, because not only because of the metaverse strategy. If we go actually, if you years, like earlier in 2016, Dubai was actually the first one who announced this blockchain technology strategy. So what does it mean? That a government, like specifically in Dubai, they started to use a blockchain for government services, like one of the first ones. And this is what I actually really like. I was really amazed, like, to find it out earlier. This is one thing, and I'll tell you, I feel really lucky and kind of really happy that I actually became a part of this like really big blockchain community, big Web3 ecosystem, which is building here. And recently, as you might have heard as well, that Dubai is also announced a metaverse strategy. What does it mean? So in this case, again, the government will be using blockchain technology as well to build its own metaverse. The Ministry of Economy, Ministry of Finance, they're also doing this. So in this case, for people will be like, they can sit at home, they can enter metaverse, and they will be able actually to interact with government officials, like with the people who are providing services and who are working in these ministries. And they can actually do this at home. And everybody probably has heard about that. Dubai government has been efficient because they're like, in the past, they did a lot of as well services online. So you can do this like just sitting at home. Right now, you can explore it because I was emceeing, I was moderating at the Metaverse Assembly. So it was like the first ever government event organized here in Dubai, when they were actually, in this case, interacting, discussing ideas with very different companies, like with Meta and others, Sandbox, how they can actually utilize it, and they were presenting it. And I was really excited, like, to see how it may actually exist and how people can actually try it out. And I'll tell you, it's a funny experience. I would I would try it out only for the sake of trying and to see how you actually can interact in the metaverse. And I can tell you additionally what I'm really observing, that more and more metaverse projects are coming here, or some of the projects which have already they have the blockchain technology and they're building the metaverse on top of it. Not only gaming ones, because somebody will think that one of the most obvious use cases for the metaverse is for gaming, because you can actually experience gaming more, but you can actually use it for much more let's say serious services, or let's call it like this, more day-to-day services that you would need in terms of, again, addressing someone in the ministry. So long story short, metaverse strategy, I'm really excited about that. I would definitely will follow how the government will implement it more. And from this perspective, Dubai is again one of probably the first city which announced this.
My last question would be, for tonight, if I have an idea, let's say, for a Web3 startup, right? What would you advise me to do to raise investments or find support or fund some support for my project, for example?
So I'll tell you, in this case, I would give you an advice that you should have been there maybe for a year or two. So I still would give you like a year to learn about this, or to get a team which knows about this, because if you are a Web2 business and you want to enter Web3, first of all, you definitely need to know for what exactly do you need, for what kind of use case you're like the most important for you, you need for your business. So for example, if you're a financial company, obviously in this case, you just need to explore what kind of like blockchain technology, because there are plenty of blockchains right now there. And from this perspective, which one specifically you would need for your business? This is first of all. Second of all, again, it depends whether you're a supply chain company or whatever. But first of all, learn. Second of all, get a good team. Third of all, again, as I mentioned earlier, take into account what is happening in the world right now. It's like crazy right now, bear market in the crypto world. But at the same time, you definitely need to know how to, because this is the time at the same time to build. So you have a great opportunity right now to build your company, to learn about the technology, to get a great team, and then to provide the best services which can help people to solve their problems.
Well, Maria, we really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for your advice. We wish you all the best of luck. and whether it's in Ukraine or the UAE. And hopefully we'll see you again in another episode speaking about the metaverse in more specific details. Thank you so much for joining us, Maria.
Thank you.